Okay, that's looking more promising.
Right, let's stream to all your 5 viewers.
Yeah, exactly. Let's stream to. Okay, is that? Okay, it seems to be doing its thing, which is good. As I said, the only thing I'm worried about now is I don't actually know if I'm gonna
Well, let's test it out. Let's see what it does.
Yeah. So let me just grab the let me grab the link, drop that into the Discord, and we'll see what comes up. And it might be that
What's your channel name again?
it's just Ishambard.
Ishambard.
because I am that lazy. So I need
Ishambard.
Well,
if you type it in, you get Ishambard Kingdom Brunel.
I know.
Or something.
I know. Isn't that? It's so cool. Well, it's because he was historical. Now I need to change my. I need to change this to. Because last time I streamed was when I did a bit of Fire Emblem Engage, so.
Oh, he was a civil engineer. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he was pioneered a lot in terms of trains and stuff like that, which is really cool. But anyway, so let me just see.
Wait, is that where you also got the name from?
To a certain extent, yes. Basically, what it was, girlfriend at the time. Thought it'd be fun if I had like a sort of a silly name. Sort of. Hang on. Come on. I mean, that should work. The link I just dropped. Hopefully it does. Otherwise, this is not going to be.
How the fuck do you have 229 videos?
Because I output like a. I output like a bitch.
Yeah, it's cool, no? But on average they get like 10 views.
I know. It's the unfortunate thing that yes, I have a large content footprint, but just no traffic.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fine. I don't mind doing that because I'm having fun doing what I'm doing. Now, so the one thing I'm worried about is that we're not going to be able to hear you. So it might sound like I'm just I'm bouncing off someone.
Can't you put the audio, what's it called, the audio input to the Discord conversation?
As I said, that should be coming up through OBS, so it should work theoretically.
Theoretically, yeah.
I haven't done this streaming. Yeah, I've done it with recording. As I said, when me and Ryan did Super Auto Pets. And that worked. That worked brilliantly. I mean, it would be fantastic if we were able to get someone to be a bit of a guinea pig for us. But oh well. I suppose what we just.
Yeah, I hear it now. I hear the delay.
Okay, and can we hear you? Is the question.
Yes, you can actually hear me.
Oh, excellent! That's brilliant.
I'm. You can hear me in the video. Yeah.
Excellent.
But I'm gonna have to mute like one of the channels, and I think I'm going to mute the Discord. No, not the Discord. The YouTube.
Yeah. That's absolutely fine. Because otherwise, you don't need to listen to the remix music or the voice acting.
Well, I don't. Mostly, I don't need to listen to myself speaking because it confuses me.
Well, wasn't that a weapon that was developed, which anti-rioting sort of weapon, wasn't it? Where the it would basically play back what you're saying to it, but I think it's slightly slower and with a slight delay, and it just really it caused people to go like, wait, what's going on? But anyway, it's good to have you here, Yentl. So for context, for once this is on video on demand, Yentl was a very good friend of mine. In fact, we've known each other for the past,
15 years, I think.
Yeah, give or take.
Longer even, I think. Yeah, 17 years by now.
Oh my word, is it? No, it can't be that long.
2005, that's when AWB was on.
I mean, I wasn't on AWB. That I joined it, and then I think I remember making a post, and then I think I was embarrassed by it.
No, you were on AWB, I remember.
Not that much. I was more on AWN.
No, you were also on AWB because you were in the AWRP there.
No, I wasn't in the RP on AWB.
You were?
No, I wasn't. I joined.
Yes.
I joined the
No.
RP. No, yeah, honestly, I joined the RP as part of WCF because it was Matt who dragged
No.
me. Yes.
No, not true, because you were in Blue Moon in the AWRP back on AWB, and that was not the Blue Moon that Joe was leading.
No, I know about it. I know about the oil derricks, was it, that gave him infinite money?
Yeah, they get a million troops because of oil fields, yeah.
I know a lot about what happened, but I was never part of it. And that's just
Yes, you were. Yes, you were. You so were.
But yeah, so we used to roleplay on a Advance Wars fan forum together, which when you say it out loud, it sounds even weirder than it actually was.
Dude, at least get my video up on the stream as well then.
I'll see if I can.
Yeah.
Give me a moment. This might take a bit of finagling.
Yeah, the internet deserves to look at my glorious bald head
Hang
while
on.
I'm drinking vodka.
Oh no, isn't that going to be like an instant demonetization for me?
No, we can pretend it's water. Also, demonetization, you're not even monetized yet.
Well, no, that's very true. I'm not. Okay, let me try something. What I might be able to do is I'm just gonna.
Hey, look, it's me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna chuck you in that corner there. So people can see you. It's
That's so dumb.
it does. As I said, this is. Hey,
At least make me a little bit bigger.
yeah, sure. I'll try to like. Hang on. There we go. There we go. That.
Oh, this is the most ghetto solution ever.
Oh, it is. Well, hey, you know what? I have done all of 2 streams up to this point. And here's the thing. This is one of those things that I really should have tested all this sort of stuff before I went live. But you know what?
It's fine. Nobody's watching yet. So,
Exactly. Nobody's watching. Nobody's gonna care. But I kind of wanted to take this opportunity. Really, obviously, we're going to be playing some Advance Wars 1, which I have to actually ask Yentl because it kind of baffles me a little bit. And I don't mean this in a weird way, but you don't strike me as the Advance Wars kind of person.
Because I'm not a very big Nintendo guy.
There's that, yes, and just I don't know. You just don't strike me as like. How did you end up at AWB and all that? What happened?
Wow. Well, I've never actually owned any of the Advance Wars games on the actual Game Boy Advance back in the day.
Yeah.
I was really into using emulators back in the day, so I had like the Game Boy Advance emulator, Visual Boy Advance, and of course, I'm not condoning piracy or anything, but yeah, that's basically how I got into it. And I was like, okay, well, this game I really like. And then I found out that there was this whole community around with a fan forum. And, I was 14, 15, so...
weren't we all? That's the weirdest part.
Yeah, I mean, we were all basically little shits back then, but...
Yeah, like for context, we have an entire like a group of friends who a chunk of our childhood. Messed up. Like APC. Be a meat shield for me. Yeah, we had a group of friends, and our unifying thing was just that we were all playing Advance Wars at the same time. And
you know, my first post on one of my first posts on AWB was how great the band Linkin Park was, and I got flamed to fuck for that.
Oh, well, you know, no, well, I mean, okay, at the time, I admit, I was also listening to a lot of Linkin Park, but, you know, you're kind of asking for it, aren't you?
Yeah, well, you were probably smart enough to keep that to yourself, yeah. Back then it wasn't cool to like Linkin Park.
Is it still cool to like Linkin Park?
Well, now it's cool because, you know, rest in peace Chester Bennington and stuff like that, but...
Fair enough.
Now people are a bit more honest about their past in music.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of part of the shame of it, really, isn't it? That, you know what, there was loads of people who were into it when they were...
Oh, definitely. I think a lot of people who say they weren't into it were actually like closet fans.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. I mean, I got into it because my older brother had the albums, and yeah, I would just like, it's amazing how much like your family and your siblings can have that kind of impact on your taste in music and stuff like that, because, you know, they're listening to it, so, you know.
Well, you say that, but all my sister's music taste sucks, so I mean, back then, now they're like more into heavy music as well, but back then, no, that was all R&B and hip-hop and stuff like that, yeah.
You know, there's nothing that wrong with it. No, actually, no, I can imagine there's a lot wrong with hip-hop.
Hip-hop is cool. I mean, if show me some 90s hip-hop and I'll be all over it, but modern hip-hop, no, not a fan.
Be alive in the 90s again.
And the 90s were great. I really wish we could go back to the 90s. Everything was so much simpler back then.
Well, yeah, because, you know, technology and whatnot. And just, yeah, I think because we as kids, we just weren't really absorbing, like, the crap that was going on.
Yeah.
Because we were stupid kids.
Well, which kid isn't, right?
Oh, of course, yeah. I must admit, you know, because we were discussing in the Discord about the art style. Now, personally, I quite like the CO designs. I think they should look quite good. Yeah,
I mean, it definitely looks fresh. I mean, the Game Boy Advance was obviously very limited with what it could do with graphics. And if you're asking me if this looks better, sure, but the style is very different, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have said that personally I don't quite like the battle animations. There's something about it that I don't like. It feels like it feels a bit jarring in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Just because they're kind of the weird sort of, I don't know. I wouldn't even know how to describe the 3D. It's more the people. I think it's the people that bother me. But
you mean like the commanding officers?
No. Like you got those the mech infantry there, the rocket launchers.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know. It's just something about the way they look. It just
they look a bit derpy. Yeah.
Yeah. But the way the COs look, I think they look amazing. No, yes, okay. As was part of the discussion that we were having, you know, it's very sort of in line with sort of current sort of animation trends, but I think it looks great. I also just love the sort of just the animated portraits and you know.
Yeah, it feels a lot more dynamic than it used to. But you know, all in all, there's something to be said about nostalgia. I mean,
yeah. I mean, nostalgia is one hell of a drug.
Yeah, well, I mean, we remember things as so much better than they probably were. I mean, the Game Boy Advance was, like I said, very limited, and this is obviously, like, technically a cut above. But,
Yeah.
you know, it looks very modern, and maybe that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it doesn't hit the same way that it used to.
No, it really doesn't. I mean, I find it interesting that you've got like this wooden box border around it, around the map.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what to make of that. It's almost, I don't know.
It just makes it feel so much more like a game.
Yes, and maybe that's in part design, because obviously the game was delayed because of the war in Ukraine.
Yeah.
So I wonder how much things were adjusted as a kind of, sensitivity.
Oh, look. Some of the mech soldiers. I'm obviously watching like the video on a delay, but some of the mech soldiers are black now.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, there's diversity in your infantry. It's cool. I noticed that, and I'm like, huh. You know what? I only notice it because it's now a thing. If they were all as they were, like the same kind of the same looking kind of dude, I wouldn't bat an eyelid, because that's how I remember Advance Wars looking.
I mean, in a way, it's nice. I mean, because you're fighting Olaf, so that's obviously like a Russian analog. But has the Russian army ever been this multicultural?
Ooh, we're getting a bit spicy with the commentary.
How's that spicy? It's just a question.
Well,
I mean, you can say a lot about the Russian army, and of course, the whole situation in Ukraine is terrible, but I think like most of the Russian army is probably very, well, white Russian.
Yeah,
That's the drink.
I would agree. I would agree with that. I also like, because again, this was brought up, the way the units look on the map, or how they kind of also look during the animations. It does cause a bit of problems. I've been doing, because even though I've started the campaign from where Advance Wars 1 does technically start, the way they've done field training in this kind of confused me. Is you do like 3 levels of field training, and then it's like, oh, now you're into the campaign, but you're still doing the training missions, but within like you actually get like graded on them properly. So it was all a bit weird, and you're playing as Nell, which
Nell, yeah,
which I don't mind. I quite like the fact that you're using Nell, but Nell was a secret character in Advance Wars 1, so the fact that you get to use her power and see what her entire like gimmick is all about is a bit weird, because
Nell was probably like the biggest hit or miss in Advance Wars. It could go great for you, or it could go terrible.
Well, you say that. I mean, what about if we're talking Advance Wars 1, definitely.
2 as well.
Well, no, I think in 2 she was more sort of designed to be, her luck was more on your side.
Yeah, okay, true.
You had Flack, who was, hey, he has a chance to do like 10% more damage or 10% less damage.
Yeah, okay.
And you sit there and you kind of go, oh, that's a bit rubbish. And I think even his power is like, yeah, now it goes up to plus 20, minus 20. You're like, no, don't increase that range like that.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Flack was probably one of the worst commanding officers to pick. I don't think he was ever competitive.
Oh, no, never.
No. Not like fucking Hachi or something. Hachi was just bullshit.
Oh, yeah. Hachi's broken. But then again, he was that super secret character. You had to be
True.
You had to be advanced campaign on Advance Wars 2, which I remember doing. It's not like amazingly difficult, but it's still a nice challenge. So but no, I just remember when I was a kid thinking that Eagle was like that Eagle was the coolest guy ever, and obviously looking back at it, it's like no, he is just such a like he's obviously from like a rich background. He's a pretentious fly boy. You can see it. He is such a
okay, but the thing is, Ego was still a very strong CEO. But I mean, of course, I also had my ego phase where I thought that Ego was just the fucking best. But that's mostly because I was like, holy shit, this guy gets to take another turn. Yeah, and then I was like, that's so broken.
I know.
But he is quite underwhelming, actually.
Yeah, when in theory it sounds amazing, and then in practice you kind of go, oh, okay, actually no, this is kind of rubbish.
No, I personally wouldn't. Did he just attack your tanks with infantry?
He did. He did like an absolute scrub. You know what? Spread out.
Oh well, Mel looks awesome in the new version.
I know, and as I think it was Drake pointed out, Andy's voice actor is Ash Ketchum. I can't remember her name now.
With Ash Ketchum was voiced by a woman.
Yeah.
No shit. I mean, I guess that makes sense. You know, in Japanese anime, like, there are a lot of male characters voiced by women. Well, pretty much every male character in Dragon Ball Z is voiced by a woman.
Well, again, for someone like, for how long Pokemon went on for Ash to be voiced by a woman, it makes sense just from that sort of, you know,
Can you imagine if they got a guy to voice Ash? Like, yeah, we have this 10-year-old, but the show is going to run for 20 years, so we have to deal with his voice dropping while his age doesn't change.
Exactly. It's sort of, you know, if you think about the Harry Potter movies, you know, the fact that the way they did those, and they were, you know, obviously they had the kids, and the kids obviously had to.
You know, the kids age with the movie, so it works out.
It works out, but imagine if, which is always a problem that you have with certain things where it's like, okay, this is going to run for ages. Well, characters are going to age, you know, particularly when a sequel happens like so many years after the fact. We'll use one that I always use when I need to think of an example of this. Alien 3. You know, the little girl who was new. I can't remember what the time difference between those two movies are in terms of when they were made.
Alien 3? Little girl in Alien 3? Well, I thought she was in Aliens.
Yeah, she was in Aliens, but obviously imagine if, because at the end of Aliens they're put into cryosleep. So imagine imagine the sort of how you'd have to explain, okay, well actually it's been like 10 years since the last movie, so she's not a little girl anymore, but she...
Oh, you're baiting with your APC, you little bitch.
It's what you need. It's what you do. I mean, that, and because it's strong enough to take the hit.
Yeah, it can tank a medium tank for a turn. Yeah.
Particularly if it's in a terrain that's favourable to it. So like, yeah, it's in the woods, so it's fine.
Uh-oh.
That's not proceeding as planned.
I'm seeing everything on a delay, so you're probably reacting to something that I can't see yet.
Yeah, exactly. That's always one of the problems. But no, it's quite a story about how I ended up getting into sort of Advance Wars, because it was my uncle. He had the game, and it was really cool, you know. And we would sort of, he would come visit us every now and again. We would go visit him, and one of the things that we did one time when we went to see him was we went crabbing.
Crabbing.
You're familiar with crabbing?
Oh, is that like catching crabs?
It's basically crab fishing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you basically have like a bit of like wire. I think we use bacon as our bait.
So you're basically luring every crab except the kosher crabs.
Yeah, we lure the crabs in with some bacon, And
can you imagine you fish up a crab and it's like, oi vey.
but yeah, we and he what he decided to do was he wanted to. He had a Game Boy Advance. He actually had one of those ones that had the seafood shell.
Oh, I had that one.
And so he had like a seafood shell one. It's like, oh, this is really cool because, you know, that sort of stuff was cool when you were a kid.
Oh, yeah, dude, they're still pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I had the see-through for the Game Boy Color and the Game Boy Advance.
Oh, nice. And
my cousin actually had it for the Nintendo 64 as well.
Oh.
Yep.
And instantly the most coolest kid on the block.
No, he was a fucking nerd, so... Renee, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. But you're probably not watching this.
I don't know. I think we're fine. I don't think we're like. I did put out a note to kind of say that I would be doing this, but whether or not people. And again, I don't particularly care. I'm doing this because I enjoy just playing games.
What's the whole thing with streaming anyway? The whole point is, if you want to make a career in it, then yeah, good fucking luck because it's such an oversaturated market.
Oh, but particularly if you're talking about game streaming as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I think there's this one guy who streams a lot of Advance Wars, or at least has a lot of YouTube videos. Came across his channel. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to advertise him on your channel, but...
no, I don't mind. I don't care.
What was the guy? Mangs, that's the guy, Mangs. It's this bald guy, I think he's from Germany or something. And yeah, he's also like streaming the reboot of Advance Wars now. I actually watched his videos, but not for the Advance Wars stuff, but because he also streamed Golden Sun, which is probably my favorite.
Yes.
Dude, that's my favorite Game Boy Advance game ever, Golden Sun. Such a great game.
Oh, it is, and it's definitely something that needs to be, like, again, we are in this age...
If they're going to reboot stuff, reboot Golden Sun, please. That was so good. I would even consider buying a Switch for the Golden Sun. Yeah.
Yeah, I just... We are in this age of reboots, though, where a lot of things are getting rebooted. And is it because... Is it because people just don't have any ideas anymore? I don't... Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say that much, but... I think there's definitely something about bringing some of these older games back into, like, public discourse is, you know, because these games are good.
Definitely. I mean, obviously for us it's like part of our childhood, so...
Yeah, for us, you know, there's a lot of nostalgia, just basically because this defined, like, our sort of early adult years, truth be told, because what we were doing the RP stuff.
Early adult? We were 14 and 15 and something like that. That's not early adult.
No, but we were doing this stuff up until we were, like, what, 20?
Yeah, we did it. I did it all the way up to, I think, 2009, 2010, the AWRP.
Yeah, because, and even if we weren't doing the RP, you know, there was still that core group of us.
Yeah, I mean, we've basically stuck around for a long time. You know, first we kept in touch through MSN Messenger. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
And then we had a Skype phase before Discord became a thing.
Yeah, you know what? I kind of miss the MSN days.
Yeah, definitely.
Because at least with MSN, if you had a group chat going, that group chat, you had to kind of keep going back to it, and you had to keep initiating a whole new group chat, so you didn't have like...
Yeah,
you know,
but no, do you remember how it went? Like, you didn't have like dedicated chats which would stay, so you would need to ask people if there was already a group chat going so that you could be invited to it.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you would have that sort of like that clickiness of like, oh, we're gonna have this group chat, but we're going to have this one which doesn't include these people.
Yeah, so we have to combine, but then you find out that a few of the people don't like each other. So yeah.
Oh yeah. It's brilliant. And because then with like Skype and Discord, when you had those dedicated group chats, I remember waking up some days because obviously we got friends in America who were part of this group. And you would wake up sometimes and there'll be like 100 messages, and you'd be like,
what the fuck happened here?
Yeah, and you knew if there was that many messages, something went down.
And we should get more people here. Where are all the others? Michiel is going to put Felix to bed, and then he might join in.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be great because again, it's good to get like it's just good. We need to do this more often.
And we need to get all the pensioners in on this too.
All the pensioners. Ouch. I'm only 33.
Come on. 33, that's like... when was your birthday?
It was literally like a couple of weeks ago. 4th of April.
Oh, man, I didn't even congratulate you. I didn't even know it was your birthday.
No, I tend to kind of keep it sort of on the low and low.
Well, happy birthday. For your gift, I'm going to get your channel cancelled.
Brilliant. Well, that will give me a lot more free time.
Yeah, I mean, you have 229 videos. So yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's gone to the point where typically, because I've been doing things in like 30-minute stints, what I'll find is I'll do like I'll do a whole load of stuff. Then I'll get ahead of myself. And I'll be like, hang on a minute, this has just dropped. I want to play this. That's happening with Minecraft Legends actually. That's a weird game.
Oh, you're on the grid mission now.
Yeah. No, I do not need to know how to use bases now.
Grid was actually pretty good CO in AW1.
Yeah, in the first one he is really good. And then I think as the games went by, what helps is, particularly in Advanced Wars 1, because you only have the powers, not the superpowers. And yes, whilst his superpower was good, it was just basically what his power is in Advanced Wars 1.
Yeah.
Kind of a bit like with Max. Max in Advanced Wars 1 is just disgustingly overpowered.
Yeah.
Like,
but man, I saw Drake talking. Well, for context, Drake, not Drake the CEO, but Drake our friend. I saw Drake talking about how he likes to use Jess in AW2, but Jess is fucking trash.
I think the problem is with Jess, when you had Drake and Eagle who were like air and sea specialists, and then it's like, well, who's our third CEO gonna be? Well,
we need a land specialist. So we're going to make Max, but not good. Yeah,
we're gonna basically make like a subpar version of Max. Now, admittedly, fine. Jess also gets benefits from for artillery and rockets, brilliant. But to be totally honest, no.
Andy.
Well, I mean, what does she really do? Like supplies and movement, yeah.
Yeah,
it's nice and all. It's good if you. Yeah. It's not bad, but it's not. What is Max's damage increase in direct units? I think it probably outweighs what Jess is able to do.
I think in Advanced Wars 2, it's like he's at plus 30%, and I think Jess is at plus 20. Again, I don't know the exact numbers because I wasn't that much of a nerd. Compared to some of the people in our friend group who would just at the drop of a hat be able to tell you exactly like what people's bonuses were.
Sorry, I was engrossed with the dialogue on the screen. Like, hey, what do you know Grit from? Well, we used to be close friends. It's like, yeah, they totally banged.
Well, I mean, this is the thing with, particularly with Advanced Wars 1, there's a lot more sort of like character relations going on in Advanced Wars 1, and we kind of lost that as the games went by, and it's very disappointing.
Oh, we had that in AW2 as well, right?
A little bit, but
it was heavily implied that Sammy and Eagle were a fake.
Well, yeah, that was boosted by Kill Strike, with them being one of the only pairs that had a 3-star tag power.
Yeah.
Which I think as a community we took that as either they were
Look, we were a community. It doesn't take a lot for us to ship people, to ship characters. You know?
Well, yeah, exactly. Ah, do you know what? I wish Max was here. He was chief shipper when it came to Advance Wars.
Max, really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He was super into
You should probably explain who Max is.
So Max is our Scottish friend.
Our Scottish Jehovah's Witness.
Yes. Wrap your head around that one. Oh, damn it. Messed that up a little bit. Yeah, just wrap your head around that. It's a little bit weird, but it's also kind of funny. Lovely guy, and I do intend to get him, do some stuff with him at some point, because, you know, not like that. He's a very good friend. I actually.
Why the fuck would you make an anti-area? Come on.
Well, the reason why I'm making the anti-air is because those infantry in Mexico come downwards and
over the river. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, why not use a dedicated infantry masher?
Yeah, but when they're in the river, you can just use a recon to fish them up.
You can, or I could go for or I can go for the big numbers. Look, I like big numbers, okay?
They make monkey brain go woo.
Exactly, yeah. Hang on, let me just check something. Okay, we should be alright.
Should, famous last word.
Exactly. The thing I'm worried about here is I don't want to trigger his power.
Yeah, superpowers aren't the thing here yet. So.
No, I was going to say superpower, but no, it's just his power at this point. I don't want to trigger his power, because then the rockets are just going to wipe out my tanks. But, our Scottish friend Max, he was super into a couple of the ships. The big one that I remember we spoke a lot about in detail is actually Grit and Sonya.
Grit and Sonya?
Yes, and it's purely from this game, because Grit is, whilst being a Blue Moon CO, he's also running like recon for Sonya.
Sonya, the Yellow Comet.
Yeah.
CO.
Yeah.
Isn't she like 14 or 15?
Yes. I don't know. I don't remember how. Keep in mind, Andy must be like 16.
At best.
At best, yeah. I mean,
if you just look at the art, I mean, I guess all three of them, like Max, Andy, and
Sammy, they all
look like they could be like anywhere between 14 or 17 or something like that.
Yeah.
Except that, well, maybe Max could be a bit older, but.
Oh no, I agree. Max is the only one who like vaguely looks like he would be. But then again, I think
Max looks like the only one who could legally buy a beer in America.
Well, no, the only reason why he'd legally be able to buy a beer in America is people would just look at it and be like, yeah, you're probably fine.
Yeah, how am I going to stop you from buying a beer? Yeah.
Dude, would I want to try to stop you? But no, as what was said in our Discord group earlier, they have also changed the name of Yellow Comet to Golden Comet.
That's bullshit. What's offensive about Yellow Comet? Is it because Asians are yellow, or is that like? I mean, that's not my words. That's like the general stereotype, like Asians are yellow. But is that it? I mean, come on, man.
I could imagine that might be an element, but then again, they did change when Advance Wars came. Before Advance Wars, you had Famicom Wars, and it was Red Star in Famicom Wars. And I think
but that might be too communist. So yeah.
Well, exactly. Yeah, I think the implication was that it's like, well, actually no, these aren't the communist faction.
These aren't the communists you're looking for.
No, exactly. This is not the communist faction. Go look over at Blue Moon. Well, why is Blue Moon a
communist? But they're blue. Blue's not communist.
Because snow.
Snow isn't blue either.
Well, no, but I mean, I don't know. Russia and snow. That's the only kind of.
Yeah, but blue still doesn't make sense there.
No, it kind of doesn't. No, my AP. Oh, no, wait, you won't. Okay, I need to remember that you're on a slight delay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, your APC got fucked.
Yep. What I really like is when the other tanks fire, because they're near the HQ, you can see the HQ building in the background, and that's just really cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is the kind of grid bullshit that you need to look out for.
Well, unfortunately, part of this level, it forces you into a situation where he's going to get that attack on you.
Yeah, you can't really avoid it. Yeah.
No, but then it's how else do you learn except by failing? I don't remember. Hang on. Let me just check something. So they're +3. So if I go.
And the rest of the gang are really taking their time to get here.
Evidently, they have better things to do. Which we know is nonsense. We know that's just not true. It's patently not true.
Dude, it's a Saturday evening, and all of us have no life. So
exactly,
come on.
Exactly. This is what I have to try and explain to people. It's like I don't have a life outside of like playing video games.
I'm in the UK. What do you expect me to do? I just fucking doxed you. We're like, he's in the UK. As if people didn't figure it out already.
Oh, okay. But
we're not yet at the what's an airport part, right?
No, that comes much later. In fact, I think that's a line in Advance Wars 2.
Really? I always thought it was Advance Wars 1.
I can't quite remember, because now that I'm thinking back to it, I want to say that was a line in Advance Wars 2, but he does. Because I'm just trying to think of when when a line like that would come up.
Is it in the I think it's against Green Earth, right? No.
No, because I mean the first battle against Green Earth is the next stage, and yes, we get access to an airport there because it's Eagle we're fighting. Because I think the part of the strategy is you want to try and transport Copter over to his base and.
Yeah, it's something like that, right? But oh man, it's been such a long time since I played this game. I really don't remember.
No. I remember bits and bobs. I think I played more Advance Wars 2, but even then, even though I played more Advance Wars 2, I'm trying to remember the missions, and I'm like, I don't remember them. Probably because I spent more time playing the Versus mode and War Room, because those were just a lot of fun. I really should have got a medium tank at some point, but oh well.
No, what's the point? What do you need a medium tank for in this?
Well, it's just because Grit's got that. He's got that medium tank sitting on his base, and it would just be helpful to have something that can take it down. Like
so you build artillery.
Oh, but I'm lazy.
I'm lazy.
but I'm tired.
Okay, have a nap. Then fire the missiles.
Yeah, that's quality trash content.
And that's like early internet history.
Oh, it is. It's like ridiculously early internet.
Oh, I mean, looks like the medium tank came off the HQ, so there you go.
Yeah.
It's ripping through your tanks, even though it's grit.
That's sort of the embarrassing bit, isn't it? It's like, it's great. Grit can't do like jack with his.
Yeah, it's great. He fucking sucks with tanks. Yeah, it turns out a medium tank will still wreck your shit. Yeah. I mean, what's your plan anyway? I mean, you could probably just swoop in and clear all the units, or you could just capture the HQ here.
Well, yeah. The plan is, I am going to swoop in. I'm probably going to just like destroy the units because that's really the easiest thing to do here. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and bait that medium tank closer to my artillery, so at least can get that shot off.
Get it off the goddamn city.
Yeah. So what I'm hoping is it will probably try to attack one of my. Will it try to attack the weaker tank? Or take it that one.
I mean, thankfully you're very good at baiting. You're a masturbator.
And we will know that if in a couple of weeks' time you don't hear a word from me,
you'll be masturbating.
Ouch! Oh dear.
Yeah, are you regretting inviting me to the stream yet?
Oh no, never. Like,
that's a diplomatic answer.
Because at the end of the day, you know, I'm not going to lie about who my friends are.
Even though you wish.
There's a part of me that kind of sits here and kind of goes, Yanto, I knew it would go this way, but then
you know it could have gone a lot worse.
Oh, without a doubt. But I mean, that's the other thing. No, my tank. My the other part of it is, you know, do I care? Not really.
Kinda, maybe.
Yeah,
I wonder how long is the delay on YouTube? Should be seconds or so.
I don't remember how long the delay is. I don't remember it being like a huge delay.
No, I think I can test that by just unmuting the YouTube video, yeah, and hearing all the great voice acting.
And our fantastic commentary.
Yeah, it should be. It's only like a few seconds, like 5 or 10 seconds.
It's our fantastic social and political commentary.
Yeah. Also, my microphones fucking sound horrible, and
it is a bit
gainy. There's a lot of gain on there, so I'm gonna turn it down a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. You know, I'm no sound engineer, so I wouldn't be able to say this is how, you know, these are the settings you should have, because I remember when I started, it was a mess. I was just like, alright, this should. Oh.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay,
that's better.
It's not on 100%.
It's better now.
Let me quickly check on the YouTube stream.
Oh, it's definitely better. I mean, it's not fantastic, but then, you know, that's what you get for having a rubbish mic.
Yeah. Okay, I just heard myself speaking, which is always very awkward, but yeah, it works.
You get used to it.
I'm a singer, so I know how I sound on stage, but that's on stage with good microphones. So
Exactly. Yeah. You know, having just going over like the footage and just like even the scant editing that I do, just hearing yourself back is just, it's awful. I hate it. I've gotten used to, I'm so used to it now, but that initial sort of like, no, there's no way I sound like that. And you're like, yeah, but you do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You wish you didn't. You do. Medium.
Yeah, that medium tank is, it's just.
man.
I know. Oh, I just hate it.
There's no point. There's no point in attacking that. It's 5%. It's never going to take down 2.
It's not. It's not. But you know, it got it down by 1. So
Yeah, what the fucking do?
sticks and twigs. I didn't see that. No, quit. Attack the one.
Sticks and twigs.
Sorry, I just and then he goes and attacks one of the tanks that's at full health.
I mean, in his defense, it didn't do much back, so yeah.
No, it didn't, but you're still sitting there kind of like...
Now you can just artillery it out of existence,
Exactly. Oh, dear.
Hey there, Junior.
Get him!
Don't call me Junior.
Oh, God, yeah. I can... when you listen to the voice acting, you could just hear Ash Ketchum, and it's bizarre.
That's the spirit.
Okay, I'm going to turn on the...
Yeah. Hang on. Oh, now they're not talking.
Well,
Because obviously it's not a full voice acting.
No, it isn't. I'm disappointed.
Don't call me Junior.
I mean, do I ever expect there to be full voice acting in a game like this? No, never. You know, I think what we get isn't terrible. That's sort of like partial sort of snippets and that sort of like tone setting for the dialogue is absolutely fine. And obviously sometimes you get the full line read. Go away, Hachi.
Oh,
Nobody likes
Hachi.
you. Go away, Hachi. Nobody likes you.
Dude, Hachi is awesome.
Yes.
As a CEO, he's awesome.
Well now, what have we here?
Oh God, Eagle.
But you know who's also really fucking broken in Pulse 2?
How interesting.
Sensei.
Yes, Sensei's a lot of fun.
Oh look, it's that asshole, Eagle.
I know. And do you know why I used to think he was really cool?
Because he had grey hair.
It's the scarf. It's the aviator
God,
scarf.
really?
Yeah. Like in Advance Wars 1, his outfit.
Eagle, he looks like he looks like he could be either 20 years old or 60 years old.
Oh dear. I mean, yeah. It's not a it doesn't look good, does it, for him?
Andy, come in. This just escalated into a world war instead of just a regular war.
I mean, yeah. I mean that's basically what the plot of this game is.
Yeah. Yeah, get him.
Right, I think I want just copper first. Soften it up for the medium tank.
I mean, you should. Medium.
I mean, I've played enough like games like I've played Battlefield games where it's like, yeah, you know what? I feel confident in being able to shoot a helicopter down with a tank. Like,
Quick shot.
exactly. I should get a maps loaded up.
Does he have transport? I don't. He does, right?
What's that?
Yeah. Does he have transport?
He doesn't have a transport anywhere.
Do the green earth infantries still look like a jerk?
They certainly have a flair of the Reich in them, yeah.
the style helm, yeah.
Oh, and those trench coats.
Yeah, not a trench coats. That was just SS mostly, but I see what your point is. Yeah, still, yeah. They changed yellow comment, but they didn't change that. Really?
Yeah, of all the ones you would think would be, you know, what's the most problematic thing in this game?
It's Yarrow Comet.
And even then, you know, I agree with you. I don't really see too much of a need to change it.
But the whole point with changing all these things, it's like, what are you really doing?
Yeah, well, I think the problem is sometimes when you change these things, all you're doing is drawing more attention to, like, those old...
But also with every old piece of media and old games and stuff like that, you need to see it in the context. Some things were just more acceptable back then.
Exactly, yeah. And you might not like that they were more acceptable back then, but you know that's just how it was.
Oh, look at you boxing in your helicopter like a little bitch. Such a bitch move.
Oh, it is. It really is. And in fact, hey,
are you gonna box in your transport helicopter too?
Hey, you know, if I could just like drop off the transport and like.
Snatches HQ.
Snatches HQ, then I'm going for it. You know, if I want to be cheap, I will be cheap.
Well, you're definitely going to be cheap here.
And the best part is, he hasn't actually moved his bomber. So, even if he was to try and like... Oh, so close.
He didn't move his bomber. Bummer.
Oh, okay. So this, no, okay. This is not
It's right out of the range of your missiles.
I know it's right outside the range of missiles, and it's also the terrain that it's adjacent to is mountains, so I can't get my
I can't get your anti-air.
I can't get my anti-air on there either. So okay, you win this round, Eagle.
Yeah, but you can probably cheese your transport copter in a position where it gets.
Yeah, I mean, I can't anticipate what his next move is going to be, but you know,
Well, that fighter isn't going to do jack shit because all of your air units are out of reach. So
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm worried about the bomber, but he doesn't seem to be moving the bomber that much, so I think we'll be all right.
I'm gonna get some more vodka like that.
Yeah, you go do that.
Oh dear.
So I have to call some weird nonsense on Nell's line here, but there's a random battalion of Green Earth troops that's marching their way through Orange Star. That's just, you know.
Oh no.
We're already, yes, Nell, we're already under attack. Oh, Eagle, what were you doing? Oh, the look on his face was priceless. Andrew needs to get back so we can talk about it.
I am back.
Excellent. Oh, do you know what? It was brilliant. First of all, there's a line of dialogue. Nell was talking about, oh yeah, Andy, be careful. There is a roaming battalion of Green Earth troops. Just like, you know, I think
A roaming battalion.
yeah, just a roaming battalion. So, hang on, are Green Earth committing war crimes? Why would Green Earth troops like a roaming band of Green Earth troops be in Orange Star?
Oh, you know, why not, right?
Okay, that's just a tank. Now you see, this is the one thing I find a bit weird. That tank just looks a bit weird by design. I feel it looks bulkier than it should. That looks like what I think their medium tank should look like.
It's just, I mean, I don't know the icons for this new rebooted version, and yeah, that probably looks more like a medium tank. But just wait until AW2 because then we get the piggy bank.
Oh yes, the Neo tanks.
The piggy bank tanks, yeah.
No, he's attacking my transport copter with his 1 HP fighter.
Oh no, whatever will you do?
Donk. That actually did a lot more damage than I was expecting.
Fucking bomber.
Done to
Well,
cleaner.
Obviously, I knew the bomb would do a lot of damage, but the fact that it did like that much damage, I'm just a bit like, ooh, okay, hang on a second.
I like the go-power animation.
Oh yeah, the animations are so cool. It just adds so much, like it's character and flair. Yes. Sorry. You gotta love the AI in this game.
Yeah, it goes for the APC. Natural tendency to go for the fucking APC all the time.
There's an element where I understand it from a programming perspective. I can kind of understand why, because strategically, that APC might have infantry in there designed to, capture the HQ or what have you.
Yeah.
But there is still this very hilarious sort of like, oh my god, there's an unmanned APC, destroy it.
That fucker is supplying, get him.
Exactly. It's
But it's very easy now. You can just get your transport copter over, dunk your infantry on the HQ, and then just block it off. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Because because he's got a tank up there. It's not going to be able to destroy.
Dude, that tank is not going to punch through your copter.
So
and your
there's
copter.
there's the medium tank.
Oh, that's a big boy.
That is okay. So now that I know what their medium tanks look like, I'm not gonna.
Dude, it looks like something straight out of Warhammer 40k.
It does, doesn't it? It looks a bit like what, Land Raider? Would you say?
Yeah, Land Raider. Yeah. Well, Demon Russ maybe, but yeah, Land Raider could also be.
My knowledge of 40k is god awful. That being said, it keeps they like to change up it frequently. So
yeah. Man, they should make like an Advanced Wars game, but it's Warhammer.
Oh,
Can you imagine?
You know what? I've always sort of sat there and thought Advanced Wars has like this perfect formula for strategy games.
Yeah, perfect. I mean, what is Advanced Wars if not just a modern age Fire Emblem?
Well, no, no,
We're gonna open that can of worms.
I'm gonna open that can of worms because Advanced Wars is more about sort of the macro, if you will, in terms of combat. You're dealing with. Sorry, just that look on Eagle's face. It's just like.
Got him.
But it's more about the battle as a whole, as opposed to individual sort of champion units. It's you, Andy. Finally, someone who knows my name.
I fucking I just remembered like the whole fucking the bot thing in Advance Wars 1.
Oh yeah. The Andy robot.
Yeah. It's like, what the hell, man? Out of all the commanding officers in this entire world, Andy is the one you chose to copy.
I know, it is.
Who was that guy?
I like how everyone just goes with it, like, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that this 15-year-old autistic boy is the one who's behind everything. Yeah,
he's the mastermind behind all this war.
Yeah. Little bastard.
It's like, are you sure? Are you sure he's not like just like chewing on crayons in the back? Just.
I'm sure he isn't looking up on an airport as on Wikipedia.
Exactly. Just... Oh dear.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
And yeah, I see what you mean about Max. Either he could be like, either he is old enough to buy alcohol in America, or he's just on the cusp, but nobody's going to ask him questions.
Oh look, it's Max. Finally.
Exactly.
He's on the protein.
Exactly.
I'm
I mean, yeah, like Max's character design. If you've ever seen it as it progresses, it just like, dude.
I think he looked best in Advance Wars 2.
I'm not saying
I don't know. I quite liked his Advance Wars with one design.
No, but he looked more serious in Advance Wars 2.
True.
next battle.
But yeah, so we can either do it as Max or Andy. Of course, we're gonna play as Max
Of course, yeah.
because Max is just like, oh, he is just brilliant. He's a brilliant character.
Yeah, I mean, all the Sammy fanboys out there can suck my dick because, I mean, come on. Max is basically the best thing that Orange Star has to offer in the first game.
He is. He is. I mean, yeah, fine. He's a bit of a Chad, but look at him.
Well, he's a Chad. He's an absolute unit. But he's also, in terms of usability, he's probably the best one. I mean, sure, you can, and negating like terrain issues with Sammy is nice, but in the end you're just dealing with infantry, and infantry loses hard again. Basically anything airborne, so yeah.
It does, yeah. I always felt bad for, Sammy's biggest problem is just the fact that she just doesn't perform.
Well, yeah, I mean, infantry, those are just early game units. I mean, in the late game, that doesn't hold up, and you can boost them to whatever you want, but it doesn't work.
Sure, when you get to Advance Wars 2 and her superpower, Victory March, basically capturing a HQ in a single turn, brilliant. Suddenly, infantry have like this.
Yeah, if you can pull it off, but everyone playing against Sammy will know that they should never let that happen. So yeah.
Oh, exactly, yeah. It's that is part of the problem. Now, what I love here is, he gets plus 50. That's plus 50% more attack power on his, direct units. That's madness. Because, you go to attack that medium tank and it's 82% damage. That's just...
It's gonna get wrecked, yeah.
It is. In fact, I'm gonna do it, because I might as well just, plow through Olaf's.
Exactly. Fuck him! That's the thing with Max. I mean, you can challenge tank units even when they have a higher defense.
Yeah, the only time he becomes unstuck with that is when you're fighting Kanbei.
Yeah, okay, Kanbei, but Kanbei suffers from other problems, especially in multiplayer games.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If you're doing a multiplayer game against Kanbei, you're absolutely gonna try and make sure he doesn't get online. The moment Kanbei is just rolling.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care about my ranged units here.
Look, the thing with playing against Kanbei in multiplayer is just you have to smother the child in its crib before it becomes an issue. Yeah.
I mean, that's one way to put it.
Get the pillow, press it against his face, and make sure that it never breathes again. Are we cancelled yet?
It's okay.
Just let this happen. Don't fight it.
Pretty much, yeah. Oh no.
Oh yeah, the subs, they can go under, right?
Yeah, and this is going back to the old Advance Wars RP that we used to do. A lot of it became a custom tech race of who could create the most balanced but broken unit.
Dude, the unit that I was most proud of, and it wasn't even broken, that was the Jormungandr tank.
Oh yeah, your
it was a Neo tank with a drill on it. It was like a submarine on land, yeah. And I even put in as a clause that if it ran out of fuel while underground, the crew would have shovels so they could dig themselves out.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that is kind of... hang on. Let me think about this.
Dude, my proudest moment, though, was that I introduced WMDs into the AWRP. I can't believe I got away with that.
There are lots of things that we got away with in the AWRP that just like defy sort of logic. Though, I have that moment where I miss it sometimes, and then I have to sit back and remind myself, no, you really don't miss it.
you missed the idea.
Yeah, and I suppose
it was funny, but it was a huge disorganized mess that most of the time never went anywhere.
No, exactly.
It's amazing that we had an entire role-playing system built around Advanced Wars, and we hardly had any wars.
that is, and I think, yes, I mean that was the case. We had barely any wars just because, and. I will put my hand up and say I apologise for being salty about, like, PvP battling. But, you know...
But what else was it going to be? PvE?
That's what we did. We mostly did PvE, because the PvP...
never hit off, it never happened! Nobody wanted to make that investment yet.
Unfortunately, it's because if it went badly... You know,
then suddenly you lose territory and then you're fucked.
Well, yeah, I mean, you look what happened to Orange Star in the roleplay when we lost Dakota.
That was like very early in the game as well.
It was really early. We were constantly on the back foot going forward.
Fucking Nebula, but that did create some good roleplay.
Oh no, and that's the thing. Once we removed like the whole resourcing, you know, the resource element away from it. You know, yes, suddenly PvP could kind of flourish. The problem is, I think we were so, like, unfortunately, we were so tied up with events, you know, story events.
Well, that, and we also, because we didn't have wars all that frequently, we also had this huge fucking stockpile of units.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't lose anything, but then again,
you don't lose anything. But the thing is, like, okay, you're going to war. Okay, well, good luck trying to win a war of attrition when you both have enough material to just wage war for a millennium.
Yeah. When you've got enough units on either side where you could deploy several battalions of 50 units, which is the unit cap. The unit cap is 50, and you know, when you're playing the game, hitting 50, what are you doing with that rocket? Sorry, I was just baffled by some of the AI's like moves here.
Creative decisions, yeah.
Yes.
Well, wreck it, take it out. Oh, you have to CO power, go for it.
Yeah. But there is this element of like, you know, when you could quite comfortably use like you could have 10 battles of 50 units aside. What we really need is we need to do more skirmishing. You know, just like you know, and
border conflict. Yeah,
border conflicts. But unfortunately, unfortunately, we established a meta, didn't we? Really, about like, well, we, you know. Because if we'd lost let's say we did a whole load of border skirmishes, but let's say Yellow Comet didn't, and they were just still stockpiling, and then suddenly Yellow Comet at some point could just be like, well, we're going to awaken the beast.
Yeah, the giant awakens. Yeah,
exactly, and you know, that was one of the biggest problems we had.
It was a mess.
It was a mess.
It wasn't balanced, but I mean, come on. How old were we? What did we know about RPG systems?
Well, exactly. What did we know about RPG systems at that age? And even then, you know, you look at like what people will refer to as like a robust RPG system, and you realise just how like broken those are. You know, I don't think anything is particularly immune from being like horrifically broken.
Fucking Craig with his fucking bullshit. And on the Discord server in the games channel, he's like suddenly talking about Metal Gear Solid 3 with Revolver Ocelot apparently being born in the middle of the Normandy landings. the hell? Well, how does that even make sense? Like,
I mean,
why would a pregnant woman be there?
because the boss was a badass.
It's like, oh yeah, I don't care if you're on maternity leave. Come on, you gotta go storm the Germans.
The further you get into Metal Gear as a series, it just really just hits the wall so hard.
It's just, I can't even wrap my head around. Like, yeah, sure, we're gonna storm the breach. Let's bring a pregnant woman. Yeah, that's a good place to give birth, I suppose. In the sand.
Oh, just.
Did you just fucking wreck a medium tank in one hit from another medium tank?
Hell yeah, I did.
Yeah, I'm fucking Max. Max doing Max things.
Yeah, it's Max being Max. It's just what he does.
Wiped out his navy. Well.
Yeah, I mean, the Navy's gone. Basically, everything's been destroyed.
Yeah, that Blizzard isn't going to help him, yeah.
It's a little bit chilly.
Oh, hi. Oh, yeah, let's finish capturing the city, because that's important at this point. Yeah,
I mean... Oh dear, but it is just because we also play we also play a lot of Pathfinder. So when we talk about robust RPG systems that can be very good, the fact that there are so many like.
Dude, with Pathfinder, I still can't wrap my head around everything. Like the sphere system, I don't even.
Oh yeah, don't. I mean. I think that's not a conversation for this stream. That's a conversation for another time, I feel. But
Craig is always trying to explain it to me, but I somehow feel that I'm too stupid to get it.
I think the problem is when you have a system in a game, and then it's like, I think the problem is you are playing a game where you've been told, okay, this system's going to be optional. So why are you going to sit there and learn a whole new system when you could just go for something you're comfortable with? But then the caveat there is everyone else is going to be using it, so you're going to be playing at a disadvantage.
Yeah, because it's so fucking broken. Holy shit, I mean, I've been a D&D player all my life, and then this Pathfinder system, that's just... It's insane, the kind of power creep that you have to deal with.
Yeah, and that's where I struggle, particularly when you get to like mid level. Once you get to like when you start getting to like level 8+, I do find sometimes I really struggle to comprehend the strength of creatures and players. What you might on a piece of paper you think that's a powerful creature, but then suddenly the players rock up and they're like, well, I could just completely negate this battle.
Yeah, I mean, good luck trying to hit me when when you need to roll a 30 to get me. Yeah.
Exactly. Oh yeah. Don't even start on AC.
Man, in D&D, there's no power creep like that.
I mean, I'm curious to give second edition, Pathfinder second edition, a try at some point.
Is it more balanced?
Yeah, I want to say it is. Character creation is definitely more. It's definitely more balanced, I feel, because you kind of your stats.
Man, fucking Nell is just ripping into Max. Like,
I know,
you
right?
you kind of suck, do you?
Anyway, well, because obviously Andy is like the golden child. I don't know.
Golden child? He's.
Well, you know what I mean.
That about wraps it up.
He's the main character.
I mean, I guess it's appropriate that they got Ash Ketchum to voice it, because, they're both kind of like the same. Entirely mediocre, but somehow central to the plot, yeah.
But yeah,
Hey there.
yeah, more stuff. But,
Boing.
hey, what are you buying? What are you selling?
Brett, where are you?
Right here,
I think
boss.
you're almost done with the Orange Star.
I'm actually done with the Orange Star portion of the campaign. Which, you know, I think is a perfectly good place to sort of end all this. Now, actually, what I should have checked.
Grit. What's all this hollering about? The enemy is at our doorsteps. Ah, fuck it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. So I should wait. Yeah, you wait right there.
What's that one joke that made in one of his... That if Grit would relax even more, then his DNA would unwind.
I mean, I can see that happening. But again, I think this is a good place to kind of... Right.
And the stream for now, I mean, we've been at it for half an hour or something like that.
Well, technically, we've been live for an hour and 20 minutes.
Holy fucking shit, that's a long ass stream. Time flies when you're having fun.
Oh, it does, and that's the nice thing. Though, I must admit, I really do love like the way the Black Hole CEOs look.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna pop.
I mean, except for Adder, he looks like a creep.
I mean, he's always looked like a creep. I think that's his like default mode.
Dude, Adder looks like Marilyn kept up using crack.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. He did. The fact that, you know, he has, I think he has a mission against... Does he have a mission against Colin? And you kind of think, yeah, Colin, don't lose. There's something bad might happen to you.
I know he looks like Michael Jackson, but and I know you're a little boy, but...
Yeah, exactly. Hang on, because what we can at least do, because I wanted to do this, I wanted to just pull up like some of the characters' like artwork, so we can kind of just... I don't know. Rip on them.
Bring it on.
Yeah. So let's just go into this stage. So let's pull up Drake so you can see how Drake looks.
Is he still a beast?
You know what? I don't really remember.
And
Also, something about this looks a bit weird. I don't know what it is. Anyway, so if I go to... Oh my word! yeah. You ask about Drake and if he's still.
Oh damn! What a in awe of the size of this lad.
I think you know it's oh lord he coming.
Absolute unit.
Exactly. Oh my word.
We don't condone fat shaming here, but we gotta call it out here.
Oh no! Wait! Look, calling him a unit. Surely that's a good thing. You know, people.
It's definitely a unit, yeah.
But who else? Who haven't we seen? Sammy, Olaf, Grit. We've seen Grit. Sensei. Actually, I'm very curious to see how.
Sensei isn't in it. Wars 1.
No, but I've got the Wargum set to Advance Wars 2 mode, so you can change between the styles, which is really cool because obviously Advance Wars 2 had different characters that you went up against in Wargum, and I really appreciate that. I think that's a nice touch. But I just want to see what Colin looks like, because obviously he's the other kid in this.
The other kid.
The other kid. I mean, he kind of. Yeah, I mean that's kind of how I see him.
Why is he always saluting? Arm must be so tired.
I know, right? What we don't realise is that in like some sort of horrible, like weirdly shaped cast.
Yeah. That's a birth defect, yeah. And actually unflex his arm.
But yeah,
his elbow is locked in that position.
Oh no. We did have Max drop in for a little while. He should have joined us in the blooming chat. He really should have joined us in the chat. Never mind.
And I am so disappointed that none of the others joined us for this.
I know, but then one of the things I wanted to do, I do want to sort of play this, go through this on my channel. But if I wanted to do it, I wanted to kind of have you guys involved in it as well. Just like, you know, basically just constantly guest streaming it. because for me, I love Advance Wars, but as much as I love it, there's also a lot of it's nostalgia with you guys as well. It's a combined nostalgia.
Oh wait, it's in the chat here.
Yeah, if I'd realised he was there.
But the sound apparently fucking sucks. And
well, to be totally honest, it's probably my my bit rate. There's lots of little things I need to tweak, particularly for streaming.
I'll tweak him.
he's still there. Oh
yeah.
You know, if the problem is because I had the YouTube window somewhere else. Because I had the YouTube window somewhere else, it was just it was the unfortunate thing that I couldn't really see what he was saying. There. But no, Max, since you've kind of at least had witness to some of this, what have you made of the Advance Wars 1 and 2 reboot camp?
Now we gotta wait for this
exactly.
delay.
Go wait for the delay. Wait for him to type his message. It might be at some point that I do move over to using Twitch. Maybe I don't really know. I my plans. I have.
I think it might be easier to get the viewer base on Twitch.
Quite possibly, yeah.
I'll see. Max knows about Mangs as well.
Yeah, you were just talking about him in the game, so
yeah. I love this Golden Suns. Shout out to Mangs. Ah, he has issues. Well, that sounds like something that he should discuss with us by the voice chat.
Evidently, yeah. But yeah, I think right now, I think this is a good place to bring it to a close because, you know, we've...
Yeah, we know, man.
So, you know, we'll bring it to a close here because we've had a bit of fun. We've had a lot of fun to reminisce. And yeah, maybe what I think we should do is we should definitely have a chat with some of the other guys.
Yeah, get more people in for this next time. Yeah, make it a thing.
Yeah. We can make it a thing where you know we have the retirement home channel. Let's actually have a retirement home chat.
Hey, to be entirely honest, this entire streaming episode was like half what's it called? Half just video games, other half podcast. So yeah,
exactly, and you know, it's fun to do stuff like this. And you know, part of it is I do just miss doing stuff with you guys as a group. It's just trying to find that time at the moment. So definitely, I think what I'll do for the next time is I'll do a run around the houses a little bit, and we'll get people talking about it. You know, it'll be fun to get Max in. It'll be fun to get Jackal in.
Jackal, he's going to be angry all the time.
Oh, that's his appeal, though. That's his entire character arc.
Yeah, that's his bit. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell him to calm down, and he's gonna tell me to shut the fuck up. Yeah.
Exactly. Oh well. Anyway, Yentl, thank you for coming along for this. It's been fun.
It was. And I'll definitely be here for the next one, hopefully with more people here as well.
Yeah. Again, I'll give again with Max and Joe. Obviously, we need to arrange it around Felix. We might have to see if we can arrange something with Drake as well. I know he has his own channel and stuff, but it would still be fun to drag him.
Yeah, I mean, make it a collaboration. Yeah, that's all the rage with the young kids these days,
exactly,
right?
exactly. All the cool kids love a good collaboration.
Yeah, you could pull your viewers together and have like 10 in total or something.
No, I think he has a lot more viewers than I do.
Okay, well, in that case, you can use it to boost your channel.
He has like 4,000 subscribers.
Holy shit!
I know, right?
The guy's like 12 years old and he has 4,000 subscribers.
For context, our friend Drake, he joined the group very young. He joined the forum very young, and it's been a constant joke that he is still that age.
Yeah, he never aged.
He never aged, and
He's still 12, yeah. No, wait. We decided that he was 13 now, so...
yes, he said he was 13. He has leveled up. He has leveled up. He has ascended.
Man, I hope that we can find Giant Sammy again, just so we can stare at it. Yeah.
No, definitely. Because of the community that we had, the absolute crap we produced as a community, to be able to
The Disney Animal Club.
we don't talk about the Disney Animal Club.
No, that's not safe for work.
But yes. Oh, I have a lot, for people who do decide to watch this as a video on demand, I'm going to have a lot of explaining to do at some point, aren't I? That'll be for the next stream. That would be the plan.
Yeah. Alright.
Anyway, thank you, Yentl. I really appreciate you being around.
Yeah.
Because
A pleasure having me on your stream, and see you next time, man.
See you next time, Yentl.
Alright, bye-bye.
Bye. And I'll see everyone else, hopefully, in the next one. Bye for now.